Now I will be going over the Qibo environment, which is a quantum middleware package to develop and execute quantum algorithms into quantum computers. So Qibo is a full stack API and it's an open source, community driven, quantum middleware solution that is being developed right now with the collaboration of different groups in Europe, Asia, and America, and is meant to act as a bridge between research groups and self-hosted quantum labs. This way, it is easy to develop quantum algorithms and protocols, then deploy them on both quantum hardware and state-of-the-art quantum simulation machines, and then distribute them through the community and the groups that are familiar with the Qibo environment. So Qibo has different parts. Mainly, there's the simulation part of Qibo, and the more hardware-oriented part of Qibo. For software and simulation, Qibo provides a bunch of tools to both create and further understand algorithms, either based on quantum circuits or Hamiltonian and arithmetic evolution. And among other things, we also provide tools for variational quantum algorithms such as VQEs and QARray, and plenty of other optimization tools. And there's also error models to simulate what would happen on this deployment on actual quantum machines. And also error mitigation techniques to alleviate some of those effects. And those are just a brief listing of much more that can be found within the Qibo simulation part of Qibo. So before moving over to Qibo Lab and the hardware, I want to do a brief stop and talk about the backend system that Qibo works with. So in order to execute whatever you code using Qibo, you will need to specify a backend, and depending on what you want to accomplish, you might want to go with one or another. But this backend system adds this modularity that helps a lot when executing algorithms. Right now in Qibo, we have some different backends, and I will be listing some of the important ones. So we have first the NumPy backend, which is a lightweight backend designed to execute circuits with a small amount of qubits, and also to work in tandem with some of the control electronics and computers that might be in the lab. If you're more into quantum machine learning, you might want to check out the TensorFlow backend. And for more heavy simulations, if you want to go to large system sizes, we developed Qibo with just-in-time compilation to make use of the most of GPU-accelerated devices. But it doesn't end here. If you build the connections needed with Qibo, you can develop all sorts of different backends. So, for example, we have on the way a tensor network. So a tensor network-based backend, but also you could develop Clifford simulators and many others. And crucially, if you have a specific way of executing your circuits, or you want to have a special hardware backend, you can build your own. And take advantage of all of the Qibo environment. So one possibility for these backends is the quantum hardware backends that are included in Qibo Lab. So these Qibo Lab backends have access to pulse control of your control electronics, and also any other capabilities that the drivers for your electronics might open up to you. It then also provides rules for compilation and transpilation to connect logical algorithms into something that can be run on an actual quantum device. And you can get access to all lab setup that can be adjusted in a programmatic way. So all of these features can be accessed through an abstract API that both let you program your low-level routines in a device-agnostic way, but having open full low-level control for the experience experimentally. So technically, having access to both Qibo and QuTalent, you should be able to program and execute algorithms into quantum devices. However, for these devices, one crucial aspect is the calibration and characterization of these devices. So that's where QuTalent comes in. So QuTalent is the part of Qibo that takes care of aggregating routines for calibration and characterization. So whether it's low-level routines to understand the physics of your device using tools from QuTalent, or more complex benchmarking techniques using the full might of the quantum information modules in Qibo, you can code them and store them in QuTalent and then use the visualization tools that we have there. To also deploy them in an automatic fashion. And then share the newly calibrated parameters with other people of your lab and also other people you might be in collaboration with. So with this, I have given a general idea of what the Qibo environment looks like right now. And of course, if you want to know more and want to get into the details of everything that I've been talking about, please feel free to check our documentation as well as the GitHub repository where all of the codes and all of the contributions can be made. And hopefully you feel comfortable enough with the Qibo environment to further contribute to this community effort.